Hello, my name is Nadine Milton and welcome to Hop Along Studio. Hop Along Studio was created to speak about the journey of self-care through artistic expression. So earlier this week on my website, I wrote an article called The Importance of Creativity. It's been something that's been on my mind for a little bit, the idea of why is creativity actually important? And I recently saw a TED Talk that was called Stop Making Art and You Die. And I thought it was really an interesting talk. It spoke about the idea of having vulnerability and humility and the importance of us actually being true to ourselves in that artistic journey to be able to constantly express who we are as creatives. It really made me think about why art was so important to me and why it's important to create. I think for me, it's been a huge part of my self-discovery, of being able to verbalize something that maybe would be hard for me to verbalize on paper or in words. I find that in an art journal, on a canvas, is something really raw about it and so important to who I am as a person, and that I need to express that just to be who I am and not have fear that, yeah, maybe people don't get it. Maybe they don't really understand where I'm coming from, but that's okay. That this is my self-expression, and whatever the case, I need to express it because that's who I am. I believe we've all been created to be creative. Whether or not that's fixing a car, that could be someone's idea of creativity where they like working on things. They're very mechanically minded. It could be planting a garden. It can be working on art. One of the girl I knew, she was an accountant, and for her, her numbers were her creative way of being able to express herself. And I don't think it needs to be limited. I believe that creativity is part of who we are, and that's really important that we show that we give ourselves the opportunity to really be the creatives that we need to be, and also not judging your creativity. I had an experience a few weeks ago where I had a chance to do some live painting, and it was the first time I ever did it. And I thought I was going to be really anxious and nervous about it. And instead I was really calm because I told myself before I went in that, you know what, I'm going to offer this as who I am, and whether or not people like it or not, that doesn't matter. This is about my own self-expression. This is about putting myself out there and giving my best, and that's it. And that it didn't matter if what people's reaction to that was. I was going to choose not to judge it. I was going to choose to be okay with whatever I created and to just really own that. And it was such a powerful thing, and it became a really, really great experience. Instead of something that I would judge and go, well, that wasn't good enough, or I didn't finish that painting, instead going, you know what, I didn't finish that painting, but what I painted was good, and people enjoyed it, and they enjoyed the process of watching me paint, and I left it at that, you know, that offering that I put out there, that creativity I put out there was good enough. As well too, so often over the last year, as I've been taking art classes, and the thing about taking art classes, I'm usually with a bunch of senior ladies that are extremely experienced and have been painting for years. And so I look at what they do, and then sometimes I look at myself in comparison, and I go, I can't believe that I'm here. And I have moments of feeling like I'm an imposter. They're going to finally figure out that I don't know how to paint. They're going to kick me out of the class. Instead of, you know, realizing that, yeah, I am an artist. Yeah, I am learning. But the beauty in learning is that you're always learning, right? All these ladies are learning. And the really cool thing about it is a lot of them came up and they complimented the things I was good at. They gave me some ideas for the things I could improve. And my teacher was fantastic. Like, the teachers I've had have been so, so good. And I've actually had moments of asking them to be more critical about my work because I really needed the feedback. But they were very kind about making me feel like I was learning and I was gaining something from this instead of just judging it, and realizing that you know what, we're all at different places in our creative journey, and that yes, we might not have 20 years of painting underneath our belts, but that's okay. What we have is good enough, and what we have is something that is powerful, and it's something that the creative spirit is something we should never stop doing. It's so important to who we really truly are. And so this week, when I was thinking about creativity, I was thinking about all the art journals I have done creative things in. And some of them were quite a few years ago. And so I look back at it and I kind of smile because some of it is far from perfect, but it's all beautiful. And I remember how I felt at those times and the things that I learned through those experiences. And I think it's something that is just so precious to me. Every art journal that I look through, everything that I look at, it has meaning and it's really important. And so I am going to show you some of the art pages that I have done in my art journal. And I hope that will bring a sense of creativity for you, maybe some encouragement, and that this will be something that will be helpful to you. And if you see a technique in there or you see a page you particularly like, let me know and let me know what you would like to learn. And I will be more than happy to video how to do that particular technique and maybe my process behind it. So anything you can give me to be able to help you in your creative journey, I would really love to hear from you. Again, my studio is www.hopalongstudio.com. Feel free to subscribe to this channel and please like this video so that I can see that this is useful to you. And please give me any ideas or comments on content that you would find useful, inspiring. Have a great week and I will see you next time.